Welcome back to Redefining Language. I am joined, as always, since that is kind of the point in this specific series, by Katherine.
And I am joined by Caledorn. Since you didn't introduce yourself.
How surprising.
How surprising. Indeed. And you can probably see that from the splash screen that we have up right now. Yes. We're going to play a game today inspired from an interaction I have with my mum, who speaks 4 different languages. Occasionally, she'll forget a word and choose one in either Russian, Polish, or German. Sometimes I understand the word, but most times I end up with a puzzled expression and have to try to divine the meaning. This program is all about discovering the meaning of words in different languages, or failing that, at least providing an entertaining guess. The words are in the description below, so you can play along with us. All of this program is improvisation. I haven't seen the word list and do not know what Caledorn will present me with.
Nor does she use the dictionary.
No, I don't.
So we are
much good it'll do me. You have words that all sound the same some of the time, and I'm supposed to guess them.
English has the same, you know. There are words that mean different things that sound the same. All languages do, I think.
True. I know. But I, when you tell me about official soundtracks and I'm supposed to guess cheese, it is a rough time.
Yes. Okay, so we are going to continue to stick to Norwegian words for now. And I have compiled a list for this specific episode, so we'll just go on and pick the word at the top of my list, which is Avis.
Avis?
Yes.
I'm so puzzled because this doesn't even sound like a Norwegian word, not from what I've heard. Avis. Well, it could be the Norwegian pronunciation of the at the airport when you need to get a car, there's Avis, rent a car.
We do have that in Norway, but no, that is not.
You do.
We do pronounce it Avis as well.
Avis. Okay. All right, so I failed on my first guess. Oh dear. Avis. Is it one word or 2 words?
One word.
Right. I thought it would be like French avis, like.
No, it's not vis-a-vis.
View. Vis-a-vis. Yeah, like this. No, avis. It could be about vision or visibly things. Visibly things. You see what this program has done to my brain.
Visibly things. I like this.
Things you can say. Oh, we forgot to do a program where I talk in a funny accent.
Oh my god.
Avis. No, I'm going to go with something related to a vision or visible or those things.
You can get a 1/4 point for that because you're probably on to Yes, you're probably onto something there. What it is a newspaper.
Oh, I don't think I deserve the 1/4 point.
Well, visibility is part of the thing about a newspaper, so that's probably where the word comes from. I can always look it up. Okay. I think I had this etymology thing going on here. Let us see. So
that's an interesting word. I don't think I ran into that. I don't think there are newspapers anymore in Norway, are there? Do you have any? Or is it all electronic now?
Of course we have newspapers. We're not some kind of backwards country.
No, I think you think of many other places as backwards countries because some of us have fax machines.
Yes, I am quite aware of this.
I thought you were well beyond newspapers, where you're at. I mean, so maybe the words would go into disrepair and then they'd have to go into the old words home and be taken care of until they finally die a peaceful death, slip into obscurity, that sort of thing.
Right. So it is borrowed from Old French, avis from Latin visus, and it means opinion, piece of advice, or notice.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense. Cool.
It does. So no 1/4 point for you anyways then. Anyways,
thank you very much.
Next word. The next word is Lommeur.
Right. Lommeur.
No, not lumme.
No.
Lomme.
Lommeur.
Lommeur. No, you're doing the U and the O different. it is first O and then it's a U later, so it's Lommeur.
You would have loved to see my expression just now. Dear God. Oh dear. Right, we had the in the previous. No, we didn't.
That was
That was
Which is why I am very specifying that, very much going ahead and doing a specification that it is not it is Lommeur.
Lommeur. I gotta get my going faster. Oh dear. Right. I have no idea what I'm gonna guess a candle. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. But because of lume is like illuminate, lumens.
Yes, but that's why I'm trying to explain to you that it isn't
that it's not.
It's not a U there. It's an O. Lomme. It's not.
It sounds like a U. Are you sure? Because it sounds like an O. I mean, it sounds like a U.
No. So Lommeur.
Right. If you're going to insist on this, then the closest word that I can think of is a loam, like grass, like a lawn. I sense this is not correct, but we're going to keep going this way because I can't think of anything else. And the is, you know what I used to do? Oh my God, it used to drive me crazy. We used to have lots of grass when we used to live in Houston, and it's very, very kind of tropical, subtropical area. And oh my God, but you still had to fertilize it, right? So you have this very thick loam of grass, and you would have to fertilize with the fertilizing machine. It would spin the things around, and the pellets would shoot out in all directions, and it was kind of fun for a bit, and then it got really hot because it's like 100 degrees Fahrenheit, 40 degrees Celsius, that kind of thing. Very unpleasant. So I'm thinking this is a fertilizer spreading machine. That's my guess.
Or it could be a pocket watch.
A pocket watch? Oh dear. So which part is the pocket and which is the watch?
Lomme is a pocket, is a watch.
Right. I'm going to take care to wear things without pockets so I don't have to explain them. Oh dear.
Next word is Drue.
Right. There are many words that come to mind when I hear this word. Drue.
Drue.
Drue. Right. Well, the thing about this word is there are quite a few sort of references that I have swimming in my head, and I'm sure they're probably not correct because it sounds kind of a very dreary word. That's the first thing that comes, like you can imagine the rain coming outside and like really deep purple curtains on the window and sort of people lying recumbent in a sedan, sort of feeling sorry for themselves, and there's a dreary sort of fashion. This is the opposite of koselig. You know what I mean? It's like this very unhappy situation where it's purple all over the place. Not the good purple. It's this sort of a little bit reddish, faded kind of, with the rain pattering at the window outside. Tap 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 tap. And that's what the word brings to my mind. Is that close to right? Yes.
No.
No. What could it be then? I have no idea what it could be.
A grape.
A grape. I was right on the purple part. It's fine. I said purple. Well, the thing is, if you borrowed more words from Latin, I would get more of them.
Moving right along there. The next
Could you ask them to borrow more words from Latin? Like call up the dictionary people in Norway and like maybe get this sorted?
How about you do that? I don't want to be looked at as a crazy person. You do that yourself. So the next word is Brødrister.
Right. I have two things in mind for this. A Brødrister-ish.
Brødrister.
Oh dear. Brødrister. I misheard that last bit initially. But I still could imagine that I didn't hear it correctly. And then we could just say this person is somebody who works in a bar. Kind of like a barista, but since it's a brewrista, then they serve up alcoholic beverages like beer. So that would be my first guess. But since it's not a rista, it's a risteur or a something else at the end that I've already forgotten. It might be more complicated. Oh, I forgot to tell you something before we started recording. Oh dear. Let's see. You know, it might even be the mechanical bits that go into this. Maybe the mechanical bits on the bar. You know, the thing you pull down. The what is that called? The drafting thingamajiggy? It could be that. Or it could be it could be a person who's fond of a good drink. You know, like a regular patron of this brew bar. What do you think? Is that a good definition?
I think it's a toaster, but your definitions are all quite good, I must admit that.
Okay, so how does that work in Norwegian? What's the breakdown of this?
Brød, that's bread. And
oh jeez.
When we toast bread, we say that we I don't know why. No, riste. That is well, it probably comes from roasting. I have no idea. I clearly confess that I do not know why we say that, because riste is to shake something around. So, but I guess we are shaking the bread around in the toaster.
Oh, right, shaking the bread around. You must have much different toasters than we do.
No, we don't.
Just sort of lay flat.
I'm just going out on a thin limb here.
You know, the funny thing is that see, I'm not learning my words well because Brød is on my Duolingo list, and I just and here I go Englishifying it. My fault. All right, we'll try to do better. Next word, please.
Strikkepinne.
Really? I know exactly what this one is. Thank God. I'll get one right.
Okay.
I like this word. A Strikkepinne. I think it's a game. It's a game where you have several large objects at the end of a very long lane, and you throw a ball at them, also known as bowling, where you strike the pins. Strikkepinne. I think it's absolutely correct, but it's probably not. Judging from your reaction there, it might be something. Kat, do you have any ideas?
For your handy information, we also call bowling in Norwegian.
Really?
We haven't Norwegianified that thing. However, the word strikkepinne, that's a knitting pin.
Really? Oh dear. You know what? I do regret not going to the knitting shop. I missed that. You know, I thought I would be too tempted with stuff, as I always am, because I always like to buy balls of yarn, and they had fabric. Oh, the fabric they had there. Did you see the fabric in the window? It was very... I should have gone in and asked after knitting needles, because it would have been nice.
Moving right along.
Right.
The next word is Nyhet.
Really? That almost sounds like a Russian word, like Nyhet. No.
Nyhet, not Nyhet.
Nyhet. Nyhet?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Well, it could mean a number of things other than Nyhet. Nyhet could be, it could be from the old Norse word that I'm making up right now from knee height. Like if they say that, oh yeah, when they were talking about, oh yes, Jane is grown up, but when she was Nyhet, she was quite a troublemaker, And I'm sure this is something that the old Norse people did, maybe even the Vikings. Maybe they had a thing where you had to be at least Nyhet to get on the boats. Until, they trained people early. They wanted kids to fight. So, they got their hats with the horns on them and the swords and the shields and all the stuff. And they all took, went on the boat with the oars. And
first of all,
I had a tea break every now and again.
I do assume that you're enlightened enough to know that Vikings did not wear horned helmets and that is actually a myth.
I wanted you to say that to people so so they would know, because I was informed, yes.
Good save. Also...
No, I said it on purpose.
The word Nyhet means news.
News?
Yes.
Yes. Like you might get in an Avis.
Yes!
So Nyhet and Avis. Right. All right.
Yes.
I'll try to remember that for next time. Not that those will be anywhere near next time's words, because you always give me different words.
Of course.
But I'll try to remember
What would be the fun of using the same word twice? It might actually happen if I forget myself, but I don't think so.
Okay.
So the next word is hope.
I know what hope is. It's hope.
Well, there you go. 1 point.
It is. This was on my Duolingo list. Yay, 1 point. Woohoo.
That was a perfect and very quick guess. I'm impressed.
I got it. Yay.
Okay, we'll just move along to the next word then. No fun at all to be had there.
No, we could talk about the funny O, because it has an O above the O. It has like a little degree sign. It's a little O above the O. Hope.
Right.
It's cool.
Søyle.
You have different vowels than we have. A sailor?
Søyle.
Does this sound familiar to any words that you might know? Søyle? Like, hey, Søyle, how you doing?
Søyle. You're not making it easy for me to pronounce this.
That's my job. Right. Well, I think you're gonna know what I'm gonna guess. I wonder if unless this is a really weird one, that could be completely unrelated. Like it could be, instead of Søyle, it could be captain. Or it could be, deck swabby guy, or it could mean cat's knitting or something like that.
Yes, we do have a specific word in Norwegian language for cats knitting, because Norwegian cats are very advanced, so they've taught themselves how to knit.
They're very good at playing with yarn, and knitting can be said to be playing with yarn.
Point.
Does your cat knit, by the way?
No, they do not.
Okay, all right. I'll try to teach him next time I visit. Right. Søyle is Søyle.
Almost near enough.
Almost near enough. Right. I could go with like a greeting. It could be a greeting like greetings or howdy. I can tell this is going in a very wrong direction very quickly. I'm going to go with the easy guess. I'm going to say sailor, like a person on the boat.
Well, it's a column.
A column? Like a newspaper column, or a column like on a building?
And there you go. There you have the first English word that is mentioned in this series that we are actually aware of, that has the same meaning and the same pronunciation, but it's two way different meanings. No, this is the column as in the Roman columns that they built out of the marble.
Right. On the marble. We discussed marble last time. That's right.
I know. Exactly.
Right. Column. All right. I would never have guessed that. You know, see, I need to like learn more about these because I might have seen some columns, but I did not ask what they're called. That's my fault. I should have guessed. Mm-hmm.
Yes, of course. Okay, so the next word is stekepanne.
Are you sure you want to give me that word?
Yes, quite certain.
Stekepanne?
Stekepanne. Oh, that was actually bad pronunciation on my part. Stekepanne.
Right. Stekepanne. Right. You know, there's a funny word that comes to mind. A definition. I might have to use that one. I feel like panne is in my head somewhere, that it means something, but I don't remember what it means. I have to send the search party up for it again.
You know, take
but
candle?
if we go with funny different... Oh, what?
You know, take candle?
You take... Indeed.
Again?
No, yeah, again. It's a rough time. Well, they might take candles this time. Maybe they'll take... Yeah, they'll take the candles. And maybe they're taking some sniffing cats. Because cats can find stuff. Like, they're really good at finding.
I'd probably use dogs.
I know you would use dogs, but I would use cats. Because they're really good, especially at catching those slippery words that might slip right through. They're so fast. They can grip stuff. Like a mouse. Have you ever seen a cat catch a mouse? It's very impressive.
The thing about the cats is that they are usually very disinterested in doing anything that doesn't benefit them, and I don't see how helping you find a word in your brain helps a cat.
My cats are very loyal, especially Eleonora. She would go with me. She would find it. Yeah, she anyway. So Stekepanne is a word that I should know. But we're going to go with the funny thing, and I think it's dinner of some kind. You know, where you have a steak with a panettone on a side, you know, or bread. You know, isn't pain bread in? Yeah, it is in French. Pain. It's spelled very different than you would spell it in Norwegian, for sure. But it could be a steak and bread dinner. Like here, we would have steak and potatoes. I mean, that's the traditional, you know, American diners sort of thing. Not that we even have diners anymore. We're only backward enough to have fax machines, but the rest we're fine. So yeah, we're gonna have to go with that.
It's a frying pan.
Oh God, I think I knew this one as well.
Yes.
It's really a pun. Yes, for the pan.
Yes.
Oh God, I despair of ever learning Norwegian, but I am doing my best. Oh dear. I hope I need to get like brain working things happening. I need a brain transplant, possibly. We'll see. Anyway, all right, next word.
Just a short breakdown of the word, since it's two words. Å steke is to fry something. Could also mean something else, I think, but I don't remember exactly. And then panne, that is a pan. Could also mean a forehead. Okay.
Now, are those two objects linked, as in like the cartoons where people run around hitting each other with frying pans on their head?
No, I'm afraid not. But it's good. It's a good suggestion for why we have the same word for the same two things.
So the same. So panne or stekepanne is forehead.
No. Panne is both a pan and a forehead.
Right. That is a most interesting. Yes.
Yes.
Thingy-majiggies.
Okay. So the next word is Søye.
You love giving me these kind of words. Yeah. So
this one is actually from Jael.
Oh, this is the bonus word. Right. Oh dear. I feel like I probably heard this word. He probably taught it to me, and I can't remember. I remember about the train station. I wish it was a train station question, because I know that one. Yes. Right. So yeah. I know that sounds... You know what? I might have a wild guess here. That it has to do with a particular kind of sauce. Like soya sauce. Since we were talking about various kinds of like Japanese foods and things. But I, from your reaction, I don't think that's probably the right guess. Yes. So yeah, it probably means something to do with the metro or the subway, like exit or something. But I don't remember. I don't remember. But the word sounds familiar. Do you know the word?
If I know the word, yes, of course I know the word. It's a Norwegian word. I'm a Norwegian person.
I know. I'm submitting my guess to you. That was my sort of subtle way to say I don't really know what it is.
Oh well. I'm actually quite puzzled that you didn't accuse me of being naughty, since I used the word Søyle earlier, and now I just removed the L and then it's Søye.
Well, I heard the difference in pronunciation.
Okay. Well,
so I thought that there was no extra naughtiness involved. I mean, I could accuse you of more naughtiness like that. So.
No, it's fine.
Naughty today?
It's a female sheep.
Okay, I definitely don't know what the heck that is. No, I mean, I know what a sheep.
I hope you know what a female sheep is.
I don't remember here. Well, I'm pretty sure I heard that word, but I don't remember talking about sheep at any point. But maybe I forgot. I don't know.
Right.
Okay.
I think the English word is you. Yes, you. You. That is quite correct. You. I like that definition of it. You, definitely. That is what I feel about sheep's meat. So you is definitely correct. Okay. Brace yourself.
Oh, I thought we were at the end. Oh dear.
No. Brace yourself.
We have the bonuses before the end part?
Yes, because the last word could be quite amusing.
Is this the last word?
Yes. Are you sufficiently braced in your chair?
No. I need more time. I need, Kat's help, please. Go ahead.
Sikkerhetsoppdatering.
Well, you'll have to say that one again.
I assumed as much. Sikkerhetsoppdatering.
There are many parts to this word. I can tell right away. I can't even remember the beginning of the word when I get to the end. I know there's an opdatering at the end. And I think there's is it Sikkerhetsoppdatering?
Yes.
Right. I know that this is going to have one of those real definitions. Just kind of break the word apart, chop it up into pieces, and then you can match them to proper words. But I don't happen to know the matching words.
Actually, breaking this one up into different words would really make a jumble of what you translated it into.
Oh, so it's one of those kind of things.
It is actually just two words put together. You can break it up into more than that, but it is actually just two words.
Right. And so they're smashed together into one giant word?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Well, I know that there's a root word in there that I recognize.
Okay.
And, yes. It's the word Ritz, as in the Ritz Hotel. So I'm thinking that it might have to do something with hotel management or construction. And this, of course, is a purely entertaining guess, because I don't think that Ritz is it's not really a root word. But I'm trying to latch on to anything that makes sense to me slightly. Mm-hmm. Even less than slightly, possibly, in this instance. Yeah, we're going to go with hotel construction project.
Hotel construction project? Really? Well, now.
Yes.
It could also potentially be a security update.
Oh, my God. Oh boy, like you would download on your computer or something like that.
That as well, yes. That would probably be the most. That would probably be the most frequent usage of the word now in modern times. Yes.
So, but you could go back in time and like when they had
you could update the
castles, and you could update your knights into like crusaders or something like that. Like give them extra XP.
I'm not sure it worked that way, even in the medieval times, although it might do so in modern games. But yeah. Although I freely admit that I don't know if the word was actually present before the information age started with the security updates, but but you could definitely say that security update or Sikkerhetsoppdatering is something that you would do, for instance, if you upgraded the locks in your house or something along those lines.
Okay. That makes sense. Right. So you wouldn't just walk up to like the king of medieval times and say, "Yo, king, we need a Sikkerhetsoppdatering with our knights out there. They need to be upgraded." and the archers, they're falling behind. Let's go get some. Well, actually, crossbows are not necessarily an upgrade. It depends on your setup. But anyway, yeah, you can do that.
You could hope.
You could hope.
And you can offer him a grape. And the latest news.
A grape.
And then it would hit you in your forehead with a frying pan. Which would break down the columns. When you fell and fall over.
Yes, and God forbid you insult the queen.
Indeed. On that note, thank you all for joining us. Would you like to take us out?
Yes. Thank you, everyone, again for listening to our silliness. And we hope you've enjoyed the program. Take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll see you next time.
See you all next time.